Hi, hello, namaste, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss the part 3 of crop production and management. So, we all learned about the agriculture practices like preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, and now we are going to learn about the production of weeds, which is the fifth one. So the production of wheats, which is a very important thing. When one day I went, Pahali and Bojo went to a nearby wheat field and saw there were other plants in the field growing with the wheat. And they were shocked and asked the farmer that what are these plants? Why are these growing here? Are they purposely planted? The farmer answered all the questions in this paragraph. You can look. So, no, these are not planted purposefully. These naturally grow along with the plants. What are these called then? These are called weeds. What are these called? Weeds. What are weeds especially? Weeds are unwanted and undesirable plants which grow naturally with the crop. These are known as weeds. And removal of weeds is very necessary. If not, what happens? If not, what happens? It takes the nutrients, space, light and water, and this affects the growth of the crop. So the weeding is necessary. What is necessary? The weeding is necessary. So what is weeding? The removal of weeds is called weeding. What is weeding? The removal of weeds is known as weeding. How does we do this weeding? What are the methods of weeding? First of all, what's our question? How does we do this weeding? What are the methods of this weeding? So there are two methods of this weeding. What are they? They are manual and modern. Manual or traditional. Traditional removal includes the physical removal. Means we remove the plant. That's it. So how does we do that? With the help of agriculture implement called creepy, or in the modern method we use some chemicals. Okay, some chemicals. This is how we remove the weeds. So let's just go to the paragraph. Farmers have adopted many ways to remove the weeds and control their growth. So there are some important things that tilling before sowing the crop helps in uprooting and killing of weeds, and seed drill is used to uproot the weeds. And but apart from all these, we use one agriculture implement called krupi. This is done to uproot or cutting them close to the ground for time to time. Okay, and afterwards we also use certain chemicals. Means if this is not happening, we use another method, right? Weeds are also controlled by certain chemicals called weedicides. Best time for removal of weeds is before they produce flowers and seeds. Why to do before only? Why can't we do after? Because suppose we are spraying chemicals chemicals after the production of vegetative growth. What happens? It affect the what if affect? It will affect the vegetative product like flowers and fruits, and they will get spoiled. So we should not do that. Before only we should do this. And weeds are controlled by using certain chemicals called weedicides. What are these chemicals called? Weedicides. And this is the one of the chemical. 2,4-D. Okay? 2,4-D. And these chemicals are diluted with water and taken into a sprayer and start spraying. What they do? They start spraying. And when we spray that, the weeds stop growing. But we should be safe. The farmers should be safe. They should cover their nose and mouth with a piece of cloth and take some precautions during spraying this chemicals. Now we will learn about the harvesting. What is harvesting? Harvesting of a crop is very, very important because what is this harvesting? First of all, what is this harvesting? The cutting of the crop after it's mature is known as, what is it known as? Harvesting. Okay, the cutting of the crop after it's mature is known as harvesting. Harvesting is done by sickle. Here you can watch the pick cycle, or some other by some machines called as combine or harvester. And in this harvesting, grains seeds need to be separated from chaff. This process is known as threshing. If it is on small holding lands, farmers with a small holding lands can do the same method by separation of grain and chaff by method called winnowing. Okay, so this is known as harvesting. Harvesting takes 3 to 4 months. Means not only this harvesting, the growing of the crop takes growing of the crop and getting mature needs for 3 to 4 months. And there are some harvesting festivals. After the great hard work, the day comes as a result of our hard work, and that we take some time to relax and enjoy, and we celebrate this with a great of enthusiasm and happiness in all parts of India. Mainly in the south we call it as Sankranti or Pongal, and in other we call it Basaki, Holi, Diwali and all others. Okay, now we will get into the storage. What is the storage? Storage is also another important task. The harvested grains are kept to be stored for longer time. Yes, we store our grains, rice, right? They are stored very carefully. Why? Because they should be safe from moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. The harvested grains have more. What they have more? Moisturizer. Moisture. I'm sorry, they have more moisture because the grains have more moisture. And if freshly harvested grains are not stored without drying, what happens with this moisture? What insects, rats and microorganisms attack on them. And they may get spoiled, and by attacking and make unfit for use for germination or other purpose. Okay, so they should be dried so that moisture will get fully gone and we can prevent the attack. And they also store in some godowns or some granaries, gunny bags, jute bags, metallic bins. So in the large scale we do it in silos or the granaries. Dried neems are also used for it. Now we'll get into the next part, that's called food from animals. What is this food from animals? Means the animals which are reared at home or farms have to be provided proper food, shelter and care. When this is done on a large scale, it's called as animal husbandry. Okay, and hence we completed our chapter. You can go through the keywords what you have learned. So in the next part I'm going to keep the exercises. Thank you, and try to do these exercises as from the video, and I will surely keep them in our channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.